From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker.
This McAdoo Marine has spent years on the battlefield protecting the red, white, and blue. And Saturday, it was time for the community he grew up in to say thank you. It's where we begin tonight, live at 5. Later, a rash of robberies in the area, and tonight, police have the man responsible. Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Kristen Bazinski. McAdoo Mayor Dane Watrow, a United States Army veteran himself, took time on Saturday to honor a fellow hero who has sacrificed so much to serve this country. And that hero just happens to call McAdoo home. News 13 was invited to Marine Gunnery Sergeant Christopher Kravenko's parents' home in McAdoo. The Marine was wrapping up a month leave with family and friends and was preparing to head back to his home base in Southern California. But before he said goodbye, Mayor Watrow stopped by to present the Marine with a special citation, recognizing the hero for his years of service and thanking him for his bravery.
I just truly, sincerely believe it's as a mayor of this community, we need to represent it and honor these veterans who's given the sacrifice, who is going through so much, being away from their family. And like I told Gunnery Sergeant Kravenko that I understand his wife and children also have a sacrifice with him being deployed. His 4 times being overseas, as well as his mom and dad. So I encourage all the communities, honor these veterans. And today we're going to have our McAdoo Police Department escort him out of here and give him a good send-off. And all veterans, when you come back to the borough of McAdoo, notify me, because we're going to have you escorted in as well and honor you. And thank you to all the veterans for your service and the sacrifice that you make for us and protecting us from terrorism.
It's great to be home. I spent a year over in Afghanistan training the Afghan local National Army over there, 1st Brigade. And I came back. This is where I grew up at. It's great to be back to my hometown, see my family, see all the friends and people I unfortunately don't get enough time to visit. So it's definitely great to be back. Honored getting the award today. Definitely hold that high in my heart and appreciate all the support.
Gunnery Sergeant Kravenko also did 2 tours of duty in Iraq and says the support from here at home throughout his service has been unbelievable. He's excited to head back to the West Coast to continue training fellow Marines and to spend more time with his wife and kids. Councilwoman Mary Libbert was also proud to join the mayor Saturday to thank the hometown hero, who again was escorted out of the borough by the police department. We wish Gunnery Sergeant Kravenko all the best, and of course we here at News 13 say thank you as well for your service to the red, white, and blue. From honoring a hero to riding for others, motorcycles lined Center Street Saturday in Freeland for the 1st annual Freeland Police Association Bike Run. Thankfully, the weather held out, allowing for riders to hit the road running and help raise money, much needed money, for the borough's police department. The bike run started at the Other Side restaurant and went 70 miles through the Poconos, ending at the VFW Grove for an after party. We talked with Police Chief Nadine Sist, who said the dollars raised will directly benefit the community and especially the kids of Freeland. The department would like to start the DARE program again in the local elementary school.
We don't have a lot of funding coming in, a lot of money, and we can't increase taxes or things like that. So to do benefits like this, or the breakfasts that we do and things like that, it does bring some money in, and not a lot, but it brings money in and it does help us. And we need the equipment to make our police officers safer. And if they're safer and they can respond to incidents and be safer, then it's a good thing for us. So you read the newspaper every day and you see officers being hurt all the time. So we don't want that anymore. We want to try to get the necessary equipment that we need so we can do that. And we also provide things to the community, like Safe Trick or Treat Night will be coming up soon. So we buy candy for that so the kids can come around and safe trick or treat in town during the day. We don't have to worry about them going out at night or getting hit or getting hurt at those functions.
For those who are not familiar with the DARE program, it's a school-based lesson to teach kids the dangers of drugs, smoking, and alcohol. The Freeland Police Association is already starting to plan for the 2nd annual bike run. Emergency workers need to be prepared for any type of disaster, from fires to accidents to medical emergencies and even construction emergencies. We found firefighters from the city, West Hazleton, Kingston, and the Tobyhanna Army Depot learning just what to do if there was ever a trench collapse. Now, trench rescue is a specialized form of rescue involving shoring up the sides of a trench and digging a trapped worker out of the collapsed ditch. Trench rescue is one of the most dangerous rescue operations to complete.
The department tries to stay a little bit proactive and not always reactive. And with all the construction going on, we decided that it would be of a value to the rescuers to train in the event that something should go wrong when the contractors are working here in the trench.
Now, this rescue class was being taught by certified fire instructors at the Hazleton Southside Fire Station on Saturday. Once all the training is complete, these firefighters will be tested on their skills and receive a certification in this type of specialized rescue. It was a busy weekend for community events, and the greater Hazleton area came out in full force to show support for two very special little girls. On Saturday, Community Park was the place to be for a butterfly walk. The event was held to raise money for the Share and Care for Cockayne Syndrome Foundation. 2-year-old Julian Tompkins was recently diagnosed with the rare genetic disorder. She is one in 89 children who have the syndrome. Less than 300 cases have ever been diagnosed.
Everybody's body's making DNA every day, and we also make mistakes. Our body has the ability to go behind and correct those mistakes, where in the Cockayne syndrome, they don't have that. It's almost like a proofreader on a spell checker. Okay. They don't have that ability to go behind and make their mistakes, so they're constantly making the mistakes over and over and over.
Her life expectancy is from 10 to 20 years of age. Type 2, their life expectancy is to up to 7 years old, and type 3 is they do not get diagnosed till later in life, and they get diagnosed probably in their teens, and they live till about 30 or 40 years old.
The Butterfly Walk was a walk-a-thon through Community Park. The event also featured food, games, and lots of raffle items. All proceeds from the event will help children who are suffering from the fatal disorder. And less than 24 hours later, Community Park was packed once again, this time for a little girl from Hazleton who is suffering from cancer. 5-year-old Adriana Bartle was diagnosed with neuroblastoma about 3 years ago and recently relapsed. She has been going through radiation and chemotherapy, and some friends of the Bartle family decided to help her out. A day at the park for Team Adriana was a big hit.
We have a bake sale over there going on. We have different vendor over here selling different things. We have vendors selling food. We have tricky trays, 50-50, a DJ, face painting, chair massages.
There was also a bike run, Hannah Montana impersonator, a magician, and more. Looks like it was a great time, and little Adriana had a blast as well. All right, coming up live at 5, we are just days away from the start of a very important month. October is all about breast cancer awareness. Find out how folks will be fighting back against the disease. But first, sharing the talents of the Hollywood icon Jack Palance with the folks of Greater Hazleton. A special art exhibit and sale will be taking place this weekend, and it's all for a great cause.
Stay tuned for great local programming all night long right here on SSP TV. At 7 o'clock is Feeling Good. Join hosts Dr. Joe Bafil and Debbie Lusen as they discuss chiropractic care and total body wellness. 7:30 is the Sam Lusan Show. Join Sam as he talks with Elaine Palance. 8 o'clock is Real Life in the OR. Join Channel 13 as we take you inside the operating room as Dr. Mead performs knee repairs and replacements. At 8:30 is the Dr. Mead Show. Join Dr. Mead as he shows you how to live a healthy lifestyle. At 9 o'clock, Sam talks with John Keegan, and at 9:30 is another episode of Feeling Good. Don't forget about the rebroadcasts of our news at 6, 10, and 11:30. And thank you for making News 13 your #1 local news station.
You're watching News 13, brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker with Janine Mazurkevich, Kristen Baczynski, Christina D'Amato, and Nikki Grimes.
Tonight's news is brought to you by Stephanie Salavantis for Luzerne County District Attorney, because it can be morning again in Luzerne County.
For all of your eye care needs, including routine, medical, surgical eye care, glasses or contact lenses, visit Dr. Thomas Gislin at Hazleton Eye Specialists. Ask about the 7-minute, no needle, no stitch, no patch cataract surgery, and LASIK and multi-lex procedures. We do diagnosis and treatment of eye diseases, including glaucoma and dry eye syndrome. Dr. Kislin and his associates, Dr. Alexandria Wozmansky and Dr. Frank A. Bucci Jr., provide the highest level of medical and surgical eye care available, with eye care for all ages. Hazleton Eye Specialists, on the Airport Beltway in the Franklin Corporate Center.
Anyone can make a phone call. What's important is who's on the other end. We've been doing injury law for more than 35 years. It's what we do most. It's what we do best. It's what we do every day. So if you're hurt and want a lawyer who does nothing but injury law every day, there's no reason to call anyone else.
Baldello Law, Injury Lawyers.
We're still coming to Jimmy's.
We are too! He had a career that spanned decades on the silver screen. The late actor Jack Palance might be remembered for his roles in numerous westerns or for the movie City Slickers, which he won a 1991 Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. But Palance was also a gifted artist and poet. Born in Latimer Mines, Palance was a great friend to the greater Hazleton area, and now the accomplished artist and actor's wife, Elaine, is sharing Jack's talent with the world by helping out a great cause. News 13's Christina D'Amato tells us more about an art exhibit and sale at Penn State Hazleton.
It's my first big project since I lost Jack, and it has really just given me an amazing amount of energy, fulfillment. I feel that he would be really happy about this because he was first and foremost an artist, whether it was painting or his poetry or his acting. And I think he would be delighted at the appreciation that's being shown for his talents.
Elaine Palance is excited to share her late husband's love of art. Elaine arranged a show and sale which will take place this weekend at Penn State Hazleton.
The paintings are for sale. There are about 30 originals, and then I do also have some giclées, which is a really high-end print on canvas of the original, and they're much less expensive than the actual painting, and you can buy those framed or unframed. We have Jack's book, Forest of Love, which of course was a Pennsylvania forest, and the CD, which is Jack actually reading his book.
Everyone is welcome to the exhibit. Elaine says many of Jack's paintings depict his love for PA and his farm and drums.
One way that it's evidenced how much he loved this area is in a lot of his paintings. He features the Pennsylvania wheat fields, the Pennsylvania forests, the Pennsylvania mountains, the Pennsylvania sunsets. But he, first and foremost, was a Pennsylvanian.
You can even check out some of Jack's memorabilia from his acting career, like his 1957 Emmy Award for Requiem for a Heavyweight and his 1991 Oscar for City Slickers. Jack's daughter Holly will also be there, along with Elaine, who will be sharing stories about his paintings. And it's all for a good cause. Proceeds will benefit the Jack Palance Trustee Scholarship at the PSU campus.
Delighted to be able to possibly make a major difference in some students' life and move them on into a successful future.
The show and sale starts Friday and runs through Sunday in the Atrium Gallery of the Evelyn Graham Academic Building on campus. More information, along with a photo gallery of Palance's artwork, can be found on Penn State's website. Christina D'Amato, News 13.
Christina, thanks so much. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and over the next few weeks, people will be honoring survivors and raising money to fight back against the disease. Folks at Boscov's are fighting back against all types of cancer and will soon be holding their annual Survivor Runway Show. When News 13 stopped by the store today, we found some of the models trying on the clothes they will be wearing for the show. All of the models are local cancer survivors. They fought tough battles and tell News 13 they're looking forward to strutting their stuff on the runway.
It gives you a chance to step back out and be yourself again, but new and improved because of what you went through. Your whole attitude changes towards things, but you're more positive about things. You don't let anything bother you anymore. You live for today.
And this is a fun way of bringing recognition to our survivors because they fought a hard battle, many of them, and this is their way of feeling good and that we know they're going to look good. And this more or less coincides with our Look Good, Feel Better program that the American Cancer Society holds for women undergoing cancer treatment.
This is a great way of showing that you do win, you do succeed and go forward after a battle with cancer, and keeping people's spirits up during the battle is a big part of it.
The Survivor Runway Show will take place on Sunday, October 16th from 2 to 4 o'clock at Boscov's. Tickets are $10 each, and that includes a dessert buffet and tea after the show. There will also be tricky trays. To get your tickets, stop by Boscov's or the Hair Cellar in Hazleton. Before those ladies walk down the runway, they might want to get their hair cut. Local salons who are clipping for the cure can take care of that. News 13 stopped by Bo-Rick's Salon, which is inside Kmart. They, along with holiday hair stores, are participating in this Saturday's Clip for the Cure. If you stop by either of these salons, 10% of the price of your haircut will be donated to finding a cure for breast cancer.
We like to be out in the community doing a lot of community events and everything, and just with the whole breast cancer foundation and what it goes for, we had a lot of customers that had, the disease over the past couple years, and it really does affect us on a personal level sometimes.
The salon will be decked out in pink for the occasion. Bo-Rick's will be selling breast cancer pins for $1 and bracelets for $12. 10% of select merchandise will also go towards the cause. Make sure you stop out. The salon's open from 10 to 6 on Saturday. It's that time of the year to start talking about the flu and getting that all-important shot. Each year, the Greater Hazleton Health Alliance hosts flu shot clinics, and one clinic is just for our local minors and their families. If you are a minor, a retired minor, or the spouse of one, you can get your protection against the flu on Wednesday, October 5th from 1 to 4 in the afternoon at the 15th Street Cancer Treatment Center. This flu vaccine clinic is being sponsored by the PA Department of Health and the Hazleton Health Alliance, and there is no charge to active and retired minors along with their spouses. The seasonal flu results in an average of 36,000 deaths and over 26,000 hospitalizations in the United States each and every year. On your screen right now, you're winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Here they are. Daily number 110, your big 4, 1658. Quinto 57101, and treasure hunt 1, 18, 20, 24, 27.
Good evening, everyone, and here's your lineup for Tuesday. Good evening, everyone. Here's tonight's social news. A happy 60th birthday to Marianne Capes. This wish comes from your family and friends. And a happy belated 10th birthday to Luke Billig. He celebrated this on Sunday. This wish comes from all of your family and friends. And now for tonight's Talk of the Town. The Harvest Moon. This will be at the Woodlands Inn and Resort on October 6th from 6 to 9 p.m. It's $100 per person, and it will benefit the WVCA Early Equals Excellence Program. Business casual attire, please. For more information, please call 570-714-1246. And that's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 extends our deepest sympathies to the family and friends of these recently departed. Frank M. Shop Jr. of Berwick. The Harmon Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Tonight Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilex Floral Shop on 15th Street in Hazleton. Free delivery to all local funeral homes. Call 570-454-0111.
Did you know every day is Earth Day at Harry's U Poulet Auto Parts? Harry's U Poulet pays you top dollar for your used vehicle. All vehicles are environmentally recycled, and then the parts are sold at unbelievable low prices. Call us for more details at 459-9901 or visit us on the web at wegotuse.com.
At Providence Place, we pay attention to what the families of our residents have to say. Let's hear what some family members have to say about their experience at Providence Place.
My father's been here for about a year. He came here after some rehabilitation at one of the local nursing homes. I came to Providence Place because it was so highly recommended. It was actually the only place I looked at. He's been very happy here.
Why not call for a personal tour and see for yourself?
SSP TV Sports on News 13 with Ron Marchetti.
Hi, everybody. On this Monday, September 26th, which would have been the third beautiful day of the Bloomsburg Fair. And welcome to Trivia Treats. And speaking of trivia, I'm going to ask you all a question to start. And I'm going to answer it at the end of tonight's show. Who is the only Hall of Fame NFL quarterback who never won a postseason game? There is only one. Who is he? Think about that for a couple of minutes before I give you the answer. Tennis great Serena Williams is 30 years old today, but let's go way back to 1908 for this one. The Chicago Cubs' Ed Rulback, whose eyesight was so poor that his catchers had to paint their gloves white to help him out, pitched 2 9-inning shutouts against the Dodgers in Brooklyn. He gave up 8 hits in the 2 games. His achievement could not have come at a better time. Involved in a tight 3-way pennant race with the Pirates and Giants, the Cubs entered the day's action with only a half-game lead on both clubs. They eventually captured first place for their 3rd pennant in a row, then went on to win the World Series over the Detroit Tigers. 50 years ago in 1951, the Brooklyn Dodgers lost to the Boston Braves 4-3 with the help of a controversial decision. With the score 3-3 in the Boston 8th, Bob Addis tried to score from first base on a grounder to second baseman Jackie Robinson, who fired to Roy Campanella at home. The umpire called Addis safe. Campanella was outraged. He got himself ejected from the game. Moments later, the entire Dodger bench was sent to the clubhouse, leaving only manager Chuck Dressen and coach Jake Pittler. The game was awarded to the Braves without even playing the 9th inning. Among those ejected were Bill Sharman, a Dodgers farmhand who was on the roster that month. He never got into a big league baseball game, but went on to play on 4 NBA championship teams with the Boston Celtics. And you have to know by now what also happened 50 years ago on this past Saturday. Roger Maris hit his 61st home run in 1961. So now let's switch to football. On this day in 1955, 56 years ago, playing for the Colts in his first NFL game, the All-American from Wisconsin, Heisman Trophy winner, and #1 overall draft choice, Alan Amici, scored on a 79-yard run on his first carry during a 23-17 win over the Chicago Bears in Baltimore. In all, he rushed for 194 yards on 21 carries. Amici would go on to lead that 1955 season in rushing with 213 carries for 961 yards and 9 touchdowns. They only played 12 games a season back then. Now the answer to our question, who is the only Hall of Fame NFL quarterback who never won a postseason game? I'll give you a hint. His number is 14. Answer, Y.A. Tittle. Till Friday, be a good sport. And, of course, stay loose.
Well, Ronnie, are you ready for some football under the lights? Some Little Leaguers in our area sure are. News 13 stopping by Joe LaRocque Sports Complex in Sugarloaf over the weekend, where they sure had something to cheer about. The Valley Chiefs Youth Football League now has brand new stadium lighting and can start playing some pigskin at night. The lights wouldn't have been possible without some very gracious donors, including the Caras, who own Gould SureSave, and the township supervisors as well. They were all recognized at the field for their kindness. All of the youngsters are excited about the new additions of lights, and of course the coaches are too. Football season is in full swing, and that means fall is officially here. We may not have known it from today's weather, but cooler temps are coming later this week. Cloudy skies for the rest of tonight, a mild evening with 62 as your low temp. Tomorrow, we'll see cloudy skies with a high up to 70 degrees. We're going to stay in the 70s at least for your Tuesday, but again, it will dip down by the end of the week. All right, your forecast tonight brought to you by Beachbody. You can be a Beachbody coach. Do you want to do something you're passionate about and make money doing it? Become a Team Beachbody coach. Inspire others to achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. It's very easy. They give you the sales tools, support, training, everything you need to get started and to succeed. Want more information? Call Justin Mateo at 233-7516. You can email him also, jmateo30@gmail.com. All right, our Christina D'Amato's coming your way with more from police. 3 robberies at 3 different stores. A man from the area was sent to jail after admitting to the crimes. And in West Hazleton, officers are looking into a slew of vehicle break-ins that happened overnight. Make sure you check out our website at ssptv.com, where you can watch this newscast again or any newscast from the past week. And you can also stay up to date on all local, county, and state news at thestandardspeaker.com. I'm Kristen Bazinski. Make it a great night and stick around because we will be back in just a few.
Do you want the area's best selection of beer in cases and kegs? Well, you've got it at JoJo's Beverages on the Airport Beltway. All the best brews, no extra charge for cold ones, and over 300 varieties by the cases, plus kegs and lottery. We also carry Tom Hicken bottled water and great spring water. So when it comes to where you go for your brew, go to JoJo's Beverage, owned and operated by Joe Nemchek, a Nemchek family company, on the Airport Beltway in Hazleton, open 7 days a week.
The Mountain View Cemetery, located along North Street in West Hazleton, has served as a final resting place for beloved members of area families since 1900. This non-denominational cemetery is available for all. The new section will use flat bronze grave markers to denote the name of the loved ones. Please contact the Mountain View Cemetery Association, 454-8101. Over 55 years, Hazleton Standard Fuel Company Incorporated has been serving the area with high standards in the heating industry. Installation and repair work done by certified master technicians. Preheating specials. Convenient budget plans. Call us today at 454-0504. Hazleton Standard Fuel Company Incorporated.
Savings of the Green Sale event is now in progress. Experience tomorrow's technology today with Earthwise vinyl windows and doors installed by Just Windows and much, much more. Saving energy daily translates into saving money, and saving Mother Earth for tomorrow's generations of homeowners is priceless. So take the leap to more eco-friendly homes with an environmentally friendly windows and doors from Just Windows and much, much more.
Ashley, you forgot about free estimates.
Come on, man. Call today for a free estimate. Tell them Ashley sent you.
Take a deep breath. It's all gonna be fine. Come on, take a deep breath.
Feed a hungry child. Give generously to CEO.
Boscov Buyer's Race. Our buyers bring you super buys with our honest price guarantee. Pick the winning buyer and you could win $2,500 in cash. 52% off Calvin Klein wool coats in 2 classic styles. Your choice, $119.99. 40 to 50% off our entire stock of Missy's famous designer sleepwear and loungewear. 60 to 71% off men's lightweight jackets, $9.99. And young men's thermal crews, only $4.99 at all Boscovs.
Topping the news tonight, live at 5:30, 3 stores in 4 days. Police in the city were dealing with a string of robberies until this guy admitted he was the man who they were looking for.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
And thanks for staying with us tonight. I'm Christina D'Amato. Hazleton City Police had their hands full trying to solve 3 robberies at 3 different stores in just a matter of days. But its case closed as a West Hazleton man admitted to the crimes and was sent to jail. Joel Galbiati of 219 North Street in the borough confessed to robbing a pantry quick store at Cybert Street and East Diamond Avenue last Wednesday, Tyrone's Market on North Vine Street on Friday, and the Pantry Quick at West Diamond Avenue and Lincoln Street on Saturday. He remains behind bars tonight and able to come up with $50,000 bail. In all 3 robberies, Galbiati was armed with a knife and got away with cash. Police arrested him Sunday and say he showed remorse for committing the crimes. It was the middle of the afternoon Saturday when residents in one neighborhood said they heard gunshots. Hazleton police are investigating reports of 2 or 3 shots being fired around 3:30 Saturday in the vicinity of 596 North Vine Street by 4 or 5 men. Police said residents in that area notified them of the shots and of seeing unknown men running between houses after hearing those shots. Police couldn't find any evidence of gunfire, but are still investigating and ask anyone who has any information helpful to call officers at 459-4950. Hazleton City Police did arrest O'Neill Charrington of West Hazleton Saturday on allegations of firing a gun inside the city limits. Police said officers assigned to the Aggressive Targeted Anti-Crime Unit were on patrol in an unmarked car when they heard what sounded like gunshots in the area of Lincoln and West Diamond Avenue. The officers saw 4 men getting into a car at Lincoln and Maple Streets and 2 others running away. After pulling the car over on West Green Street, police found Charrington was the driver and said he admitted to firing several shots into the air. The passengers in the car were not charged and were released. A 9mm handgun was found under the seat of the car, and the shell casings found at Lincoln and Maple Streets matched up. Charrington remains in the county lockup tonight. A Sugarloaf Township man was arrested. Cunningham police say he stole from his own grandmother. 18-year-old Robert Michael Wolk allegedly took more than $2,000 worth of jewelry from his grandmother and sold some of it at a jewelry kiosk at the Laura Mall for cash. According to police, Wolk was shown a list of jewelry taken from his grandmother and admitted to stealing it. Wolk will be back in court this week and is out of jail on bail. West Hazleton police are asking for your help as they investigate 2 separate incidents in the borough. First, officers are looking into a spree of car break-ins that occurred sometime overnight. Car owners woke up to smashed windows. Their cars were parked in the area of Allen and Rose Streets. Police say the suspects went through glove boxes and center consoles, taking numerous items, including loose change. Police are also investigating a hit-and-run that occurred sometime late Sunday night into the morning. A car owner on Wayne Street told officers that someone struck the side of his 1999 Pontiac Grand Am while it was parked on the street. The rear driver's side door was damaged, and witnesses reported hearing a loud bang outside shortly after 12:30 in the morning, but did not see anyone in the area. Police say the runaway vehicle could possibly be a truck or SUV with front end damage. Anyone with any information on either of these crimes is asked to call Borough Police at 455-3733, and residents are also reminded to report any suspicious activity they see to police. The family of this Hazleton area teen are hoping you can help them find her. She hasn't been seen since September 22nd, and she has been reported missing to police. 14-year-old Jasmine Rose Martinez is 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighs about 132 pounds with olive-colored skin. She has long, straight, reddish-brown hair. If you know where Jasmine is tonight, or if you have seen her anywhere in the area, dial 911. Coming up live at 5:30, we'll check in with the National Weather Service for the forecast for the first full week of fall. Will we be seeing some autumn temperatures, or will it feel more like an Indian summer? But first, it was tea time for some area ladies, and many went home with more than just a full belly, but a new purse as well. It was all for one very special organization.
You're watching News 13 with Janine Mazurkevich, Kristen Bazinski, Christina D'Amato, and Nikki Grimes.
Tonight's news is brought to you by Stephanie Salavantis for Luzerne County District Attorney, because it can be morning again in Luzerne County.
Woo! Burgers are done. Pass the buns.
Not in my house! Yeah!
It's football season, and great deals are waiting for you at Burger Mazda. Like a new Mazda 3i Sport Sedan starting at $16,990. Plus, we'll pay more for your trade guaranteed. Just off I-81, exit 145 Hazleton. Since 1921, drive with experience.
16 years ago, I felt that Greater Hazleton needed local television news and information. Today, I'm very proud to say that in the last 16 years, we have been able to give you only the local news that you want to know. Hi, everyone. I'm Sam Lassant, CEO of Samson Productions, SSP TV. With a very dedicated staff, we are the only local television station delivering local news and information to over 55,000 people each weekday in your hometown. We produce over 21 local television shows that provide you with not only up-to-the-minute local news, but information about your health, your community activities, and local information that is important for you to know. Now, with our media partnership with the Standard Speaker, we are the only media delivering news and information to over 105,000 people each weekday. We could not do any of this if it were not for our advertisers. These advertisers have made an investment in our local community. Please support these businesses, and I welcome any advertiser to take advantage of our local programming. Once again, I thank all of you for your support.
Boscov's Buyer's Race. Our buyers bring you super buys with our honest price guarantee. Pick the winning buyer, you could win $2,500 in cash. 69% off layered look rib knit tops by Hastings & Smith, $7.99. The Oleg Cassini Platinum Collection of Missy's By Stretch Pants, our price $12.99. 79% off a 2-pack of Dollhouse and Rampage bras, $4.99. And save an extra 20% off our low sale prices during the final days of our mattress sale at all Boscov's.
Family owned and operated, Evanco Respiratory offers the very best in specialized respiratory and home medical equipment. Evanco Respiratory hosts a team of specialized respiratory therapists, customer service technicians, and billing specialists to service your every need. Free home setup, delivery, and direct billing to your insurance are just a few of the ways that Evanco Respiratory delivers excellent customer service. When you expect the best, call Evanco Respiratory.
I'm glad I asked for Evanco Respiratory.
When it comes to all of your grocery needs, shop Boyer's Food Markets at 2 locations, 15th Street in Hazleton and South Hancock Street in McAdoo. Here are this week's specials. Every weekend, look in our hot food area for wings, tenders, and other party favorites. Don't forget about our gift cards and our senior citizens discounts. We also have double coupons every day. You can also go to BoyersFood.com for our weekly circular, monthly super specials, and much more. It's all at Boyer's Food Markets in Hazleton and McAdoo.
Demolition at the former Can-Do Advertising building has wrapped up, a few days behind schedule. Work got started early last week at McCannis Corners, but was stalled because of the bad weather. It's all part of the Broad Street Corridor project. The area is fenced off for safety. Next, the contractor will move to Cedar Street, where some structures behind Lackawanna College will be raised, and several structures on the northeast corner of East Broad and Poplar Streets also will be demolished. While many of their husbands were watching football, Sunday was Ladies' Day out at Edgewood in the Pines, and some lucky ladies even came home with a brand new handbag. It's a very popular event that Community Services for Sight holds twice a year. The Vera Bradley Tea fundraiser is a great way to see the new line of purses and accessories while sampling tea and pastries at the same time. President and CEO of Community Services for Sight, Lori Lasant, tells News 13 that the fundraiser benefits many programs and services. The organization serves several hundred people from southern Luzerne, Carbon, and Schuylkill counties. McAdoo Mayor Dane Watrow, a United States Army veteran himself, took time on Saturday to honor a fellow hero who has sacrificed so much to serve this country. And that hero just happens to call McAdoo home. News 13 was invited to Marine Gunnery Sergeant Christopher Kravchenko's parents' home in McAdoo. The Marine was wrapping up a month leave with family and friends and was preparing to head back to his home base in Southern California. But before he said goodbye, Mayor Watrow stopped by to present the Marine with a special citation, recognizing the hero for his years of service and thanking him for his bravery.
I just truly, sincerely believe it's as a mayor of this community, we need to represent it and honor these veterans who's given the sacrifice, who is, going through so much, being away from their family. And like I told Gunnery Sergeant Kravchenko that I understand his wife and children also have a sacrifice with him being deployed. His 4 times being overseas, as well as his mom and dad. So I encourage all the communities to honor these veterans. And today we're going to have our McAdoo Police Department escort him out of here and give him a good send-off. And all veterans, when you come back to the borough of McAdoo, notify me, because we're going to have you escorted in as well and honor you. And thank you to all the veterans for your service and the sacrifice that you make for us and protecting us from terrorism.
It's great to be home. I spent a year over in Afghanistan training the Afghan local National Army over there, 1st Brigade. And, I came back. This is where I grew up at. It's great to be back to my hometown, see my family, see all the friends and people I unfortunately don't get enough time to visit. So, it's definitely great to be back. Honored getting the award today. Definitely hold that high in my heart and appreciate all the support.
Gunnery Sergeant Kravchenko also did 2 tours of duty in Iraq and says the support from here at home throughout his service has been unbelievable. He's excited to head back to the West Coast to continue training fellow Marines and to spend more time with his wife and kids. Councilwoman Mary LaBert was also proud to join the mayor Saturday to thank the hometown hero, who again was escorted out of the borough by the police department. We wish Gunnery Sergeant Kravchenko all of the best, and of course we say thank you as well for your service to the red, white, and blue. We look ahead to another work week, and so far it's been a pretty good start. Beautiful weekend weather, a warm Monday, and a nice Monday night. Tonight, cloudy skies and a light wind, low of 62 degrees. Perfect to keep those windows open. The sun sets tonight earlier and earlier, 6:55 p.m., and rises tomorrow morning on your Tuesday, 6:56 a.m. Taking a look at our averages and records, average high around this time is 64 degrees, average low is 45, record high 85 degrees back in 1970, and record low a very chilly 30 degrees back in 1947. Taking a look at our work week, Tuesday, we see lots of rain showers and thunderstorms likely after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, cloudy with a high near 70 degrees. Tuesday night, more showers and thunderstorms, cloudy with a low around 59. Wednesday, another chance of showers, a mostly cloudy day with a high near 67 degrees. Wednesday night, more showers likely, mainly after 2 in the morning, cloudy with a low of 56. Thursday, the showers continue starting around 8 o'clock in the morning, mostly cloudy. Day 64 degrees. Thursday night, a low around 53. And rounding the week off at Friday, partly sunny, finding the sun again with a high near 60 degrees. We'll look forward to that Friday. Tonight's weather is brought to you by the Lazy Dog Salon, dog and cat grooming, located at 525B North Broad Street in West Hazleton. Give the Lazy Dog Salon a call today. And our furry friend is this pretty kitty. The Lazy Dog pet is Callie, a domestic short-haired cat. Call Lazy Dog and get an appointment for your furry friend. Stay tuned. There's much more to come on your community news station. Freddie B is up next in sports, and then we'll have a recap of some of the weekend events, 2 days, and lots of money and awareness raised for 2 little girls. We'll be right back.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on Channel 13, you will have 13 minutes to call in and win a free pay-per-view movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight's winner, Roosevelt Acker of Trescow. Roosevelt, if you're watching, give us a call right now at 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
The Mountain View Cemetery, located along North Street in West Hazleton, has served as a final resting place for beloved members of area families since 1900. This non-denominational cemetery is available for all. The new section will use flat bronze grave markers to denote the name of the loved ones. Please contact the Mountain View Cemetery Association, 454-8101.
If you struggle with obesity, you know how difficult life can be, but there is help. The fully accredited Northeast Bariatric Center offers 3 surgical alternatives for weight loss, including the newest, minimally invasive sleeve procedure.
Improve your health and enjoy quality time with your family and friends. Just visit our website for more information or to check dates and times for our monthly informational session. You have a lot to gain by losing.
Sciatica is defined as pain that radiates from the lower back and is caused by the irritation of the sciatic nerves. Sciatica can cause tremendous pain and normal daily activities become almost impossible. Chiropractic care works on correcting or removing the pressure placed on the sciatic nerve and reducing pain. To see if chiropractic care may be able to help you, give Dr. Joba Feel at the Feel Family Chiropractic a call today, 570-788-3737. Take advantage of free prescription delivery and discounts for senior citizens at Yoakum's Pharmacy, 1749 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Choose convenience and save at the same time. Call Yoakum's Pharmacy today, 570-454-1135.
SSP TV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr.
Well, believe it or not, we actually have high school football on a Monday. It's been that type of fall. It's not really local, but regional. And we also could tell you, speaking of football, about the Cougars. As you know by now, they played on Saturday. And if you don't know by now, you're probably not a high school football fan. Cougars won, although it wasn't easy. The Tunkhannock Tigers really put them to the limit before the Cougars hung on for the win, 35-28. So the Cougars have split their first 4 games. They're 2-2. They will be home against the Pittston Patriots, who also are 2-2. They lost to Abington Heights this past Saturday. Meanwhile, Tunkhannock, they remain winless. They are 0-4, and they'll be on the road at Crestwood, and that's where the Cougars go in 2 weeks. Got that all down? Good. We'll have a quiz on Friday. Meanwhile, the football tonight, if you're a high school football junkie, you want to go down to Monterey area because the Tamaqua Blue Raiders are playing Monterey area, a game that was rained out over the weekend, and that's where they're going to make it up. So there you go. Field hockey closer to home. You only have to go down to Harmon Geist Memorial Field. It'll be under the stars tonight, 7 o'clock start. It'll be the Wyoming Valley West Lady Spartans in town. This will be a very good test for Hazleton area, who so far in the early season have won a couple, but they haven't been able to do well against the really good teams, namely Wyoming Sem and Lackawanna Trail, also Coughlin. So tonight we'll find out. Meanwhile, soccer. This one underway as we speak in the Valley. Hazleton area, Myers, Berwick is taking on MMI over that beautiful facility on the north side. Tennis, Hazleton is at the Hamilton Courts in Kingston. That's where they're going against Wyoming Valley West and Wyoming area, and MMI doing battle as well. Girls volleyball down at the McGeehan Gymnasium. The Lady Cougars hosting Dallas. Let's go to the Major League scoreboard, where yesterday the Tampa Bay Rays kept the heat on the Red Sox. They beat the Toronto Blue Jays 5-2, and so it looks like this. We have 3 games to go in the season, and the Red Sox have a 1-game lead over Joe Madden, Russ Kanzler and company. tonight, here's the way it lines up. Yankees are taking on Tampa, and they got their regular lineup. I just took a look. They're going to play their regulars, the Yankees, but they're going to pitch Hector Noesi. They're starting to line up their pitching now, so all bets are off. Meanwhile, the Red Sox go to Baltimore to take on the Baltimore Orioles. First of three, Josh Beckett on the line, so we need a Red Sox loss and a Rays win for the Rays to be even in the wild card race. Philly and Atlanta playing out the string. Well, not Atlanta. They're hanging on for dear life. The Mets and Cincinnati are playing out the string. In Pittsburgh and Milwaukee, well, I guess that's kind of playing out the string. Anyhow, that's the way it's looking on this Monday. And, you know, it's Monday Night Football. Dallas and the Redskins. Want a good place to watch it? How about Bottlenecks? It's crab and clam seafood jam. If you like seafood, you'll love Mondays at Bottlenecks. They have the white-shell little neck clams and garlic butter, and they have the peel and eat shrimp, both for either $3 a dozen. 1 pound of jumbo snow crab legs, $8.95, and as I said, on their 14 flat-screen TVs, if you're a Cowboy fan, get up there. If you're a Redskin fan, get up there. If you're a seafood fan, get up there. If you're a Giant fan, go up and celebrate. You beat the Eagles. Dream team, right? Okay. That's what we've got for you on this Monday.
Everyone knows that Bottlenecks is the home of award-winning wings and mouth-watering steaks, but now a new tasty reason to stop by. New succulent snow crab legs, steamed, seasoned, and served with lemon and hot melted butter. And seafood fans will love Monday nights for the crab and clam seafood jam, featuring little neck clams in garlic butter and peel and eat Old Bay shrimp. Bottlenecks is open 7 days a week. The kitchen is open till midnight every day. There's always a reason to stop by Bottlenecks.
Take a deep breath. It's all gonna be fine. Come on, take a deep breath. Keep on breathing.
Feed a hungry child. Give generously to CEO.
As a diabetic, where do I turn for the special healthcare products and advice I need?
Come into your nearby Good Neighbor Pharmacy. We specialize in the unique concerns and needs you have as a diabetic patient. Your Good Neighbor pharmacist has a fully trained staff, stocks a broad selection of the products you need, and takes a personal interest in your health and well-being.
This month's edition of Senior Scene is brought to you by the following sponsors. Bafil Family Chiropractic, located at 486 on Route 93 in Sugarloaf, keeping you young for your first 100 years. 788-3737. Freeland Elderly Apartments, looking for a new place to call home? Apartments are now available. Call Lori for details. Bucci Laser Vision, 7 locations to see you. Your second chance to see life for the first time. 1-877 Dr. Bucci or visit BucciVision.com. Howard's Jewelers, located inside the Laurel Mall, for the quality you deserve. Named by National Jewelers Magazine as one of America's best jewelers. Hazleton Eye Specialists, 453-2020. Heights Terrace Pharmacy, 454-8748. Maylabs Health System, 708-2929. Providence Place, 788-7555. The Laurel Senior Living Community, 455-7757. Fritzinger Senior Living Community, 788-4178. Weatherwood Nursing Home, 427-8683. Consulate Healthcare, the Manor and Pavilion at St. Luke's Village, 453-5100. Evanco Respiratory, 455-4699. Mountain City Nursing, 454-8888. Dr. Michael Portanova, 401-1916. Senior Scene is published within the Standard Speaker the last Tuesday of every month.
It was a busy weekend for community events, and the greater Hazleton area came out in full force to show support for 2 very special little girls. On Saturday, Community Park was the place to be for a butterfly walk. The event was held to raise money for the Share and Care for Cockayne Syndrome Foundation. 2-year-old Julianne Thompson was recently diagnosed with a rare genetic disorder. She is one in 89 children who have Cockayne syndrome. Less than 300 cases have ever been diagnosed.
Everybody's body's making DNA every day, and we also make mistakes. Our body has the ability to go behind and correct those mistakes, where in the Cockayne syndrome, they don't have that. It's almost like a proofreader on a spell checker. They don't have that ability to go behind and make their mistakes, so they're constantly making the mistakes over and over and over.
Her life expectancy is from 10 to 20 years of age. Type 2, their life expectancy is up to 7 years old, and type 3 is they do not get diagnosed till later in life, and they get diagnosed probably in their teens, and they live till about 30 or 40 years old.
The Butterfly Walk was a walkathon through Community Park. The event also featured food, games, and lots of raffle items. All proceeds from the event will help children who are suffering from the fatal disorder. And less than 24 hours later, Community Park was packed once again, this time for a little girl from Hazleton who is suffering from cancer. 5-year-old Adriana Bartle was diagnosed with neuroblastoma about 3 years ago and recently relapsed. She has been going through radiation and chemotherapy, and some friends of the Bartle family decided to help her out. A day at the park for Team Adriana was a big hit.
We have a bake sale over there going on. We have different vendor over here selling different things. We have vendors selling food. We have tricky trays, 50-50, a DJ, face painting, chair massages.
There was also a bike run, Hannah Montana impersonator, a magician, and more. Looks like it was a great time, and little Adriana had a blast as well. Last week, News 13 showed you how your clothing donations were able to help flood victims in Chickasha. But don't forget, we're still collecting cleaning products. News 13 SSP-TV is assisting St. Paul's Lutheran Church with their Buckets of Love campaign. We're asking for household items such as cleaning products, gloves, buckets, sponges, bleach, and more. You can bring those items to News 13 Monday through Friday from 9 to 5, and all of the buckets will be delivered to those who need them most. That will do it for us tonight. Thanks for making us a part of your day. If you want to catch this newscast again, just tune into a rebroadcast throughout tonight and into Tuesday morning. And don't forget, we're always on at ssptv.com. On behalf of your News 13 team, be safe and have a great night.
Feisner Ford in Freeland has the best deals. New at Feisner Ford, the Hunter High Capacity Open and Closed Front Alignment Rack and the Road Force Tire Balancer. You'll only get them here. We can align rollbacks, ambulances, vans, and construction vehicles. And we also offer free alignment checks with any vehicle service appointment. Feisner Ford is where you'll find the best deals on new and used vehicles. The best deals. Look for great ways to save every day at Boyer's Food Markets, 999 West 15th Street in Hazleton and 318 South Hancock Street in McAdoo. Double coupons every day, only at Boyer's Food Markets.
Freeland Senior Apartments, independent living at affordable prices for seniors and persons with disabilities. Affordable one-bedroom apartments to fit your needs, wall-to-wall carpeting, community room, on-site laundry and security system, free prescription delivery, and pets are welcome. Within walking distance of pharmacies, healthcare providers, restaurants, and more. Come visit us, 403 Ridge Street in Freeland, or call 570-636-2537.
Groceries Plus is celebrating 20 years of business, offering made-to-order hoagies, daily lunch specials, a wide variety of snacks, coffee, any size just 99 cents, and your Pennsylvania lottery. Check out the newest edition, Sudzer's Beer to Go, and pick up 6 and 12 packs for your outdoor picnics and other functions. So stop by and ask about the specials for the entire month. Groceries Plus celebrates its 20th anniversary.